Greetings, everyone. This is GreatRieck here,
Hi, I'm Dell.
and we welcome you to something that I normally don't do on this channel. Normally, I'm a JRPG guy, Final Fantasy, Dark Deity, Shin Megami Tensei, Fire Emblem.
I was gonna say, it's taking you so long to nail down the big one here.
Yeah. But today we're doing a visual novel.
Well, kinda.
As I said, of sorts.
Yeah.
And yeah, so today we're gonna be starting a brand new Let's Play, which is something else I haven't done on this channel in like over a year. With one of the more one of the more obscure games. Well, is it really obscure anymore?
I would say just like Ace, like it's like the same. Like nowadays, it's like the same sort of like popularity as like the rest of the Ace Attorney games. Like not exactly like a smash hit, but like still like a cult classic.
Yeah, but like with a game that has only just now come out in English.
Yeah.
With Great Ace Attorney.
Yes, indeed. I talked Ray into this, so if it doesn't sound too enthused right now, but I mark my words, I give it an hour, he will be changing his tune.
And I am cutting these into parts because I'm not going to do a full case per episode.
Right. Well, yeah. I would not recommend you do that because like the final case especially could go on for like 5 hours.
I mean, that's how long because I was watching Trash King and Queen do of this game. The first case took 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
case 3 has like 3 like little segment, or case 3, good lord. Case 1 has like 3 little segments. Each of them are about an hour long.
Yeah. So like I'll just do like I'm gonna be doing this in 30-minute episodes.
Sounds good.
And yeah, just checking for downloadable content. I should buy that downloadable content sometime, shouldn't I?
Probably should, yeah. I will confess, I actually have not seen the DLC yet.
I haven't either because again, my friends only did like the main campaign.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to Great Ace Attorney Chronicle. Originally released for the 3DS, wasn't it?
Yes. The first game was released in 2015 for the 3DS. The second one was released in 2017 for the 3DS, and they've both been kind of remastered into like one little thing here for the Switch and Steam.
Yeah, which is pretty nice. Also, it's on PS4 as well.
Oh, was it?
Yep. Same with
I didn't know that.
Same with the trilogy remakes.
Oh, like they remake the original trilogy for like fucking everything. It's like the Gen 1 of visual novel world.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But Pokemon Gen 1, I should clarify.
I figured that's what you meant. But we are starting, of course, with the first adventure.
Yes.
Great Ace Attorney Adventures.
Yes, indeed.
New game. Already like the animation.
Yeah. So this game kind of actually I'm gonna stop here because it's voice acted. Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
That's a way to start.
Yeah.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Yeah, bet you didn't expect the main character to be the first defendant here.
Oh.
Episode 1, The Adventure of the Great Departure. So I should mention, Ryuk has never played this game before, but I played through both games. So I'm just kind of here. I'm just kind of here to like give him additional advice if need be, so that these don't go on for like 3 days per episode.
Yeah, 3 days per episode. I'm planning to do per sitting at least one case. No?
Yeah.
So 22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Judiciature, whatever.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call it Judicature.
Fine.
I'll Steven the pronunciations up.
Alright.
Dude, if you're watching watching this, fuck you. Defendant's Antechamber 5.
Also, if you couldn't tell, this takes place in like the late 1800s.
That's my aesthetic.
Yes. Also, this is the main character, so I'll let you voice him.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Save your glares, murderer.
Sorry.
A bit of a meek lad, as you can tell.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
How bad?
A second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, waiting my trial.
So there's music playing in the background here, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I love the music so far.
Yeah. For reference, I actually cannot hear the audio because this is on a Discord call for those watching, so...
Yeah, and Discord capture call audio is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. That's enough. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you, you haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
You apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Ah.
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by students. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not! You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
Me.
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma Sogi, best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. He's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway.
Was he saying that out loud? Or did he just
they've been doing that since like freaking Trials and Tribulations, like what the game is obviously treating as like a sort of like a monologue for the player, but then like the characters themselves interject.
That's actually pretty awesome, all things considered.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I have to interject, because if we just keep reading the dialogue, there'll be nothing but the dialogue.
Yeah.
But,
Don't worry. The time for commentary, plenty of time for commentary will eventually be coming.
yeah.
My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
Said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes. That's when all this started. Are we getting a Yaoi moment here?
Perhaps.
Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud, as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
That was, like, just the atmosphere felt so fucking gay. It was straight after that it happened.
Yeah, you take this guy.
Asogi, I have a word.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
Lex Leslie's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go to once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Thanks, Kazuma.
Pay attention to the name tags, dumbass. Alright, there we go.
Yeah. This is awkward. If I may... Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes! Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikitoba.
There you go.
Mikitoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
You're gonna be hearing that name a lot, so it's good that you get it right now.
Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. Oh. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has chosen to form a large number of applicants. Has to choose from a large number of applicants from overseas study.
Don't worry, Reek and I are going to be screwing up the text a lot. It's kind of unavoidable when this game has so much text.
It's how I do. You know, I'll reread stuff a couple of times. It's
Yeah.
just how we do.
Yeah. Bear with us.
Oh. OBS was cutting phrasing for a second. It wasn't like it wasn't. But okay, it was caption stuff. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm paying attention to the game screen and also my audio input and output capture.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission. Even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. See, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally,
give up.
I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. And when that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do? But what will the question be?
Come on, Renosuke. Come on, Renosuke. You can figure this out. Come on.
Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not.
Defendant.
Oh, right, you're the bailiff.
Yeah. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our surreptitious discussions are about to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's still modern Japan court systems in general. It's funny.
Yeah.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder.
Also, I just want to go and say this right now. You can press the Y button to bring up, like, the past text if there's anything you missed.
And so, I see that with the history button.
Yeah. See?
So, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial.
So that's useful for just, like, seeing things you may have missed, and also just for, like, if you need to, like, refresh yourself on something.
Okay, fair enough. November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. So this is a courtroom.
I love his darting eyes. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that have to be demanded of that. The powers that be have demanded this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
A trial that's close to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
Is it possible to save before this?
I think you should be able to save whenever a text box is up.
Oh, okay. I'll do that around the 30-minute mark then.
Yeah. There should be like a, I'm gonna voice the judge, by the way. Yeah, the options down there, you should be able to, like, access a save feature from that, I believe.
Fair enough. Just want
Go
to make
ahead.
sure.
You can go on try if you want. I don't.
Okay, you can save right there, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I just want to be saving to be sure, because we're not cutting the episode just yet, but I just want to be, like, before any stuff actually starts so I don't screw stuff up.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, because I feel like we're about to get into the actual nitty-gritty gameplay stuff.
Yes, we are. Alright, the court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense.
I love how awkwardly Ryunosuke's standing there.
Yeah. Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
Okay, this must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Answer I do. What happens if I do either one of these?
You don't get penalized, but the game's gonna just, like, throw you back to this, basically.
Ah.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense. Yeah. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotoba told me everything. Just now, before the trial. He did what?
You did what?
Sorry, reading the boxes, need to read the names.
Yeah, they don't fall to the same mistake I did. You'll get better at it in time, don't worry.
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I will be able to get you off? Oh, there's no doubt about that, Cosmo. Oh, you mean that way? Okay.
You know, this part's just gonna be called, like, when it's uploaded, this first 30 minutes is gonna be called Gay Jokes Aplenty.
Yeah.
No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I know that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself.
You know, I'll say this, I've never played the Ace Attorney games, but I've seen the live-action movie and the anime.
Yeah. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? I will say the games are much better than the anime.
Oh, yes, exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all! In fact, my mind's complete, like, that's a mood to have. That's a mood
Yeah.
to have.
In fact, you know what? Hang on, just a moment. I'm gonna screenshot that.
Please do. Please fucking do.
There we go.
Thank you. You know, I'm gonna screenshot this myself on my Switch.
Okay.
Oh, God. Perfect moments like that.
Yep. I realize you're in charge now, but still. Try not to look so bewildered.
Well, a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, you can't be questioning it more than I am. I love this guy. I really love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're placing this guy who has no fucking idea what he's doing.
Yeah.
I remember with like Phoenix Wright in like the anime in the films, he knew what he was doing. It's just that everything around him was super wacky.
Yeah. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's on blank.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information in this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R. Which I believe you can do that, like, right now, in fact, if you want to.
I'm pressing R and it's not working.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
If you ever...
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press R for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. Yeah, now
Oh,
it's
there you
coming
go.
up.
There you go. This is the list of evidence you collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
Alright, I like this. John H. Wilson. Alright.
So yeah, so just press B to go back.
Oh, I'm
and,
looking over it all because I like...
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Like a true detective, or like a true
Yeah.
lawyer, you've got to look over all this shit.
Yeah. In fact, actually, you know what? Every single time you get a new piece of evidence or like a new person gets introduced, I would recommend looking over their information, and also like checking out all the evidence. And like some of the pieces of evidence will have like an option to like let you check it in more detail, which like we'll look into that when we see it first.
Yeah.
And like there are some things you can examine in closer detail, and like there's going to be moments throughout the game where like the answer to the question is going to lie within like that discovery, and it's not always going to be obvious.
Yeah. And also, I know that we're only caring about John H. Wilson, but I've got everyone up here, so I might as well, because it might
Yeah.
bring up these other names. You know, you can never be
Yeah.
too unprepared.
Exactly. Taketsuchi Ouchi.
I love the music here so far, by the way. Like, just straight
Oh
up.
yeah. Oh yeah. This game's OST is god tier.
It is. Also, my arm hurts like hell because I got my flu shot today. So, goddamn. I'm just feeling the heaviness now.
Yeah. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press X to present. Try it now.
Alrighty.
Press X. There you go.
Victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited by Tsume University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. It's a fun fact. In the original Japanese version, John H. Wilson, his name in like the fan translation, that was like relevant for like about a year before this game like actually was announced for localization, was John H. Watson.
I like that actually.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's involved with Sherlock Holmes.
Oh god, that fucking name.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say yes for now.
Just yes for now. Oh god.
The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
Oh fuck, okay.
Yeah, so that's why this has to be conducted in secret, because we're dealing with like something that could potentially turn into an international incident.
Yeah.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation, TM.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. I'm sorry, this guy's face every time just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not even 30 minutes in and I love him.
Yeah.
I'm 30 minutes into this Let's Play and I love him.
The case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
Oh, that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Oh, that's... Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference from here. Fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Flashback time! And this is...
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little bit longer.
Good idea. We've seen all this before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See you. You can tell I need to go to English class because I can't fucking speak it.
Yeah, and this is just the gay scene again.
Yeah, pretty much.
British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruto.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Yes, bring it up.
Yeah, and just go and check it out.
Time of Doctor Victim John H. Wilson, male, British. Time of death 19th November, shortly after 2 p.m. Cause of death: single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body.
Going back out again, and continue forward.
The cause of death. Well, obviously, that was,
Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
by evidence. But
Oh yeah, I think this game also like auto saves every so often. I saw the little thingamajig down in the
okay,
bottom
that's
right.
awesome. But I already found the cutoff point between episodes right now.
Hey, there's it now.
Oh no, I cut it off. When I'm editing this, it's gonna be right before the flashback again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although I don't need to bring that up. I'm just gonna edit it. I'm gonna be watching this as I see fit, editing it out.
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Yes. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it? Sorry. Yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
That's a good system.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking good system.
Yeah.
Surely
So, like,
nothing can
so-
go wrong there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's something I think is kind of cool about like this setting, like the stuff that like we kind of like take for granted nowadays in like the modern day. This is during the time where that was just like starting.
I know, and it's honestly a pretty interesting thing to think about with this.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
Ryunosuke, what game do you think you're in?
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So that's a
That's sorry.
It's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Clearly, it's superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
I'm gonna save again real quick. Just be safe.
I can already see how this is gonna go.
I'm a paranoid guy when it comes to stuff full of choices and shit. Like, fuck you. I'm gonna save as much as I need to. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. This is it, then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikatoba?
Yes. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
So, he's my, like, Maya.
Yeah, for this case.
Of course! He was speaking with me before. He simply said, Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Didn't say anything about being on the defense team in general.
Yeah.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe. But any help that you can give me would be gratefully appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
If you're rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. I love that they just call it out like this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, so that's the headband that's miraculously flowing in the wind, even though there's no wind in here.
I know, right? Ah, I love it so much.